for all my little drama queens and kings, this is for you. I have been called dramatic my whole fantastic, fabulous life. And I noticed that after years of my own drama, I found out exactly why I was so dramatic for so long. So as somebody who is not interested in drama in life, but I mean, I can't say I haven't always been. There have been times where I definitely have been. But as my adult self settles into someone that I feel is much more grounded and not dramatic, unless it's like fun and I choose to be, but a little flair, a little passion. I was dramatic my entire life because I wasn't being heard. And this might be how you feel. If you were dramatic your whole life, it was actually a strategy that you developed so that you could feel seen and heard. And namely emotionally, because the drama comes from emotional neglect. So if you felt like somebody couldn't attune to you or see you eye to eye or validate any of your emotions, then you would just turn up the volume and get louder, hoping somebody would listen. Somebody would slow down, someone would stop, someone would get eye level with you and be like, I see you. Gosh, this is a lot for you. You're carrying a lot. It's whatever it is, it's okay that you feel this way and it will pass and I'm here with you. That is the experience. That's literally all it takes. That's all it takes. It takes somebody to see and hear you. That's it. Somebody's presence, someone's attention on the tenderest parts of your heart for just a moment. Not for even like that long, just somebody to hold you for a little bit. Because we're humans and we're interdependent and we need that kind of experience in order to heal. We were never meant to face anything alone. And so when people that are your caretakers or, you know, people you have deep emotional, intimate, vulnerable relationships with are not able to see that, it's actually pretty smart to get a little louder, because we do a lot of things, especially as kids, out of survival. We think that's how we're going to survive. And really, as kids, we can't communicate, you know, in an adult effective way. So we start to develop these coping mechanisms and these ways of communication that then can sometimes continue into adulthood. And that's when it's really good to check yourself, because you can't be a victim. You can't blame everyone, but you can start to understand inherently and innately and specifically why you developed that, so that you can communicate to your future friends, family, if it works, if they're receptive to that. But again, you can't always control people. I wish you could. You can't control people, but you can communicate. And if they're not receptive or it's just not in their wheelhouse, you get it from the chosen family or the chosen partners that you now have. And for someone like me, it's very important that people can emotionally attune to me, the ones that I choose, my partner especially, right? I need a romantic partner who is as emotionally attuned as I am, because I'm deeply emotionally attuned. It's the language I speak. Like, I speak in the energetic, emotional, subliminal communication department. That is where I live. And so I need my partner to be able to speak that language too, or I'm going to feel pretty alone. And I know myself, and I'll turn up the volume a little bit. And so I noticed that in partnerships where that was a pattern that was recreated. They couldn't attune to me emotionally, or they couldn't hold a deep emotion, or it was too overwhelming for them, or they just literally didn't speak the language, or they just were not attuned or pretty avoidant or just super busy, or the type of person that just doesn't click for them. I felt extremely alone and sensitive and volatile. And with my current partner, who is so attuned to me and my language and knows exactly how to communicate, like, I'm the kind of person where I really do navigate this world with sense of humor. I can get really serious, but I also can be super light. And it's just the perfect balance, because my partner speaks that language. Like, he can go there with me and he'll see me and he'll validate me and be like, and he'll hold me and look me in the eyes and just be really present as I'm speaking and validated and just hold space, and then he'll like make a joke, and it never feels inappropriate. I mean, there's such a fine line of somebody who could like kind of invalidate your experience by just making everything like jokey, silly, lighthearted, but he is such a beautiful balance of being able to meet me there and then pull me out, and it's so effortless for him. I always watch him and I'm like, how do you do that so gracefully? Like, you can go to the depths, you can be right there, and then he'll just like make a joke and like directly related to it that just like pulls me out, and I'm able to see it from a much lighter, higher perspective. And since he entered my life, I noticed that I've just been so much more stable emotionally. Like, I'm not doing this up and down thing. I don't feel like I have to turn up the volume. It's like I say what's on my heart and he's there, and then it's done. Like, then it's done. I don't need to do anything else with it. But the reason for my drama in the past was, again, like, imagine I say it to him, he doesn't really get it, he blows it off, it's too much for him or whatever it is, or he tells me I'm wrong or shameful or something goes on with it. And then I'm like, what, you don't understand. And then, you know, I like have this bigger emotional experience, and I'm not someone who's like a yeller with people or like makes them wrong, but I just want to feel seen. So I'm like, I'm crying more, I'm having this bigger eruption emotive experience. And sometimes we do need to have those experiences, and that's okay. But it has been the greatest lesson to me of my life to understand how true presence and communication and attunement and validation and kindness and empathy and just slowing down a little bit and holding space is all it takes for someone to chill the fuck out. That's all that it takes. So if you have somebody in your life who is extremely dramatic to you, just note that they probably came from a place that they were not seen and held in the way that they needed to be. And all it takes is just to level with them and watch that dissolve so much faster. I know that for some people it might feel like, oh my gosh, if they're already so dramatic, like, I don't want to, it kind of comes off as like they got too much coddling, but that's really not always the case. I couldn't tell you how to nuance that, to be honest. I'm not a psychologist here, but I'll tell you from my own experience, like, just human level with them for a minute, because you never know why something impacts someone so much. Just let them have their moment, hold the space, and watch it lighten. And then for you, if you're that person, seriously, like, it's so important that you ask the people in your life, and maybe this awakened, whatever, something in you, so that you can now experience a much lighter experience, and you can ask your people to just like be there with you. Like, you don't need anything, just be there and listen. Just like, hey, I just need to be heard and seen right now. Can I share something that's on my heart? Share it, and then see if that alone and the direction that they get to hold that space for you allows you to feel better and lighter. So that's my message of the day, my little drama queens. I love you. I see you. I really see you. I get you. If you're a deep feeler or a highly sensitive person or an empath or all of those things, which really do usually come from the exact experience I'm talking about, just know that it's actually a gift. And as soon as you understand it, and as soon as you don't settle for anything other than that kind of reciprocity, then that's it. If this helps you, subscribe and stick around for more. I'm Kema. I'm your fellow little drama queen girl, and this is how I've learned to heal and take care of me. Oh, feels so good. Okay, see you. Okay, bye.